ignore me. I have to look at my computer. My son broke my camera screen type thing on my computer, so I have to use like 2 different things in order to keep track. But anyway, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Amanda Sallee, and I'm a senior ambassador, and I've been with Plexus since November 2013. Journey has been quite different because when I first started, I was somewhat in it to win it, but I wasn't 100%. And after a while, my passion for the business became non-existent. I had a lot of things going on in my personal life. I was really young when I first started Plexus, and honestly, I just didn't care about doing anything except for getting married and just loving life. And so after a lot of soul searching, I decided to finally get back on the Plexus bandwagon. So one thing I wanted to do was kind of open with a quick Bible verse, and it's Psalms 25, 4-5. And it states, "Show me your ways, O Lord, teach me your paths, and lead me in your truths and teach me." And so I kind of just hope that everything I talk about tonight will be beneficial in some way or another for you. So you may be wondering why I'm doing a Zoom call for you. I'm not exactly a jewel yet, so don't worry, I ask myself the same thing, because most people are jewels in the belt and have tips to get you to success right then and there. I'm not that kind of girl. I like to throw challenges at you, and I was told your focus lately is to get back to the basics of business. So tonight we're going to do some tough love on ourselves, and this brings me to my topic is, do you have belief? So do you have belief in this business? Do you have belief in yourself? And do you have belief in this company? So at church on Sunday, a pastor was talking on a similar topic, but it had to do with faith. I felt like a lot of points he was making made me examine my Plexus business. I personally had a lot of failure with it, but I've also had a lot of success. And I feel like my success came after I truly examined this question. So let's go back to the beginning. When you first join Plexus, you're full of excitement, you're eager to learn, and you want to be diamond right off the bat. So some of the first things you do is you're told to build your belief. So you go, you watch videos, you listen to testimonies, and you follow the best of the best on Facebook. You end up copying and duplicating other people's beliefs to make it your own in order to grow your business. That is completely fine when you're new. You have to start somewhere. Over time, sometimes you copy and duplicate so much that it's no longer your business. You're just spitting out what you've heard and what you've seen, and not what you personally know or believe. So you get to a point where you have to ask yourself this tough question. Do I personally believe everything I'm selling? I never said this Zoom would be easy, because it's not, because you have to actually go there and ask yourself these questions. Because most people don't want to take the time to answer it, but if you allow yourself to go there, you'll be saving yourself time and heartache down the road. Because in order to have true belief, you need to believe in yourself, in the company, and in the business. If you believe in one but not the others, your business will be out of alignment, and it will be hard for you to gain success. So one of the first things I want to look at is, do you believe in yourself? When you first start your business, it can be really scary. Some people find themselves nervous to talk about or post on Facebook because they're afraid of negative feedback. Another thing I've seen is when people hit their first roadblock, like a bad month or customer quitting, doubts start going in their minds. Think about it. Has this ever happened to you? Has this thoughts ever come through your mind? If it has, don't worry. It is completely normal. I feel you're going to have to hit one of these points in your career, but it's a choice you have to make regarding these thoughts and feelings that set you up for success or failure. So the first thing I wanted to look at was the negative comment scenario. One of the reasons it took me forever to sign up to be an ambassador was because I was afraid of what people would think. After months of posting, I had my first negative comment. And honestly, it came from family members. It came from my husband's side of the family. They are very anti-MLM. They actually still make fun of me for doing Plexus, even though they have seen me have success and they've seen my sister, her husband, and my cousin. I have 3 Jules in my immediate family. So there's proof that it is achievable and you can do this. So when those negative comments hit, I remember the pain and embarrassment I felt in that moment. One thing to remember is when you hear a negative comment, it is not about you or the company. It is just the person who is insecure with their own problems and are just putting it off on you. You have the choice to sit and dwell in the negativity, or you can just bless and release and move on. Yes, the words people can say hurt. Use that hurt to fuel your way to the top. Don't let that negativism bring you down as a person. Like I said, those words are really not about you. It is about the person's own insecurities. Believe me, when I was a person, I used to make fun of people who did MLMs. But it's because I was afraid of them and I didn't understand them and I didn't want to put myself in that position. I know if I can do this business, you can do it as well. Just remember your why. Why did you join the business? What is your passion? Because it will always bring you out of those negative days. Success is belief and confidence. Believing you deserve it, believing you can do it, and you will get it. So now I kind of want to go back to the focus of the roadblock. Because everyone is going to hit, like I said, after you've been doing Plexus for a while, you're going to have your first person quit. You're going to have a customer who's not happy. And that is when, just logically, self-doubt will kick in. You're just going to question yourself whether you can do this business. Do you even like the company Plexus? Because let's just face it, after a bad month, you want someone else to blame beside yourself. Because there has to be another reason for your failure. So as an ambassador, So the thing I want to talk about was this time last year, Plexus launched a new back office. It had a very negative effect on its ambassadors, and it was a very hard time as a company. As an ambassador, we knew it would just be for a short while they worked out the kinks, but we also knew that the reason they did everything was to help us and to help us grow our business better. During that time, we could use the whole back office fiasco as an excuse for our business not doing well, or we could have faith in Plexus and continue to share the products that we love with other people. I know a lot of us had a bad month in September due to the new fraud protection. This is a prime example of where belief in our company is super important. Yes, it stinks that there was issue, but it's not Plexus's fault that there was issues. They were just doing what they thought best was to protect us as a whole group in general. So I have no doubt in my mind that this will all work out. The back office last year worked out. Yes, I had one of my worst months ever last year in October, but also in November and December, I went to have the best months ever because I took my focus back to what is important, and that was my passion. So like I said before, go back to your why. Go back to your belief in your products and business. It will help you get through those bad months. Failure keeps you humble. Success keeps you growing, but faith keeps you going. So right now, have faith in Plexus, and I promise they will not let you down, because even though last month was super challenging, they're doing everything in their power to fix it, and they will always have our back. So this brings me to the last area I want to look at, and that is your business. Is your passion for the company coming through? What about their products? Are you excited about the products? Do you share your excitements with other people? Question, do you even take your products? If there was an elf on a shelf, would I notice that you are the Plexus lady when no one is looking? Or are you just doing the business when someone is watching. Because I will admit, after I had my baby, I was all on board about taking my products regularly because I wanted to lose the baby weight. I wanted to show everyone on Facebook, like, hey, look at me, my products are working, and Proxys is amazing. But let's get real. After you have a baby and after like a month, you are dead tired. You are so have no focus on anything. And I started to forget to take my products. I wasn't feeling 100%. My sales went down and I couldn't figure out why. It was because I wasn't taking my products. My passion was not coming through and people noticed. Just remember what life was like before Plexus. There's no reason that you have to go back to that. We know their products work. Let your passion come through by being a shining example of the Plexus way. And I promise people will take notice. They will start to ask you about the products. And after a while, when they notice your passion for the products, they're going to notice your passion for the business, and they're going to want to join your team because passion is contagious. But who doesn't love a little joy or a little extra income? Everyone does, and everyone wants to be a part of it. So speaking of your business, how is your team doing for those of you who has a team? Is your passion being passed down through your teammates? Do you even know who is in your downline? One thing I want to do is to encourage you to get to know your downlines. Don't let their names just be a reflection of points for you at the end of the month. Because like you, they're going to have good months and bad months. Your job is to invest in them. Because if you invest in them during those bad times, it will keep their passion alive and it can relight a fire in order for them to grow. You never know why a person is having a difficult time if you don't invest. You don't know if they had a death in the family, maybe they got pregnant and are just hormonal like I was. I mean, there's a million different reasons, but if you don't invest in them, you're gonna lose them. Tough times do not last, but tough teams do. So it is very important that you love on them through Plexus and non-Plexus things because we are a family, and I feel like that is more important than points on a screen. So show your team that you will care and they will care with you. And both you and your downlines will grow like wildfire. Remember, you don't build a business, you're building people, and then people then build the business together. Good leadership isn't about advancing yourself, it is about advancing your teammates. So I know I said a lot tonight, but let's process everything I said. So in order for us to be successful at this business, you need to have three things. You need to have belief in yourself, belief in the company, and belief in your business, including your downline. So examine your life. What does your belief look like? Are you showing your passion is coming through? If a stranger was to walk up, would they notice that you were the Plexus lady? Or are they just gonna not know that Plexus even exists? If you're lacking in one of those three areas, it's okay, it's totally normal. Everyone goes through cycles. Everyone has good times and everyone has bad times. Reach out to your upline or to me if you have bad times and you're not sure on how to get back on track. That is what we are there for, and we are here to help you succeed. Because success is an attitude, it is a mindset, a decision, a commitment, and a promise. You need to have belief that it can be done, it should be done, and it will be done. And I promise you will go so far in this business, you have no idea. So thanks for allowing me to talk. That's all I really have to say. So I hope this was helpful. I guess if you guys have any questions, let me know.